Alrighty, softball fans, welcome to the big broadcast here on NetSN. I am your host, Larry Pierce. We're coming to you today from the great city of Beckville, Texas, here, home of the Lady Bearcats. It is a senior night here tonight, and it is a big ball game here. Just like last night, we covered a game there in Joaquin and Timpson, and this is for the top spot of this district here in District 23 between these two squads. So two great teams coming in here tonight, and the winner of this one is going to take the top spot, and it just depends on who the winner is, and the second spot could be moved all the way down to the third. You never know. This district is kind of crazy going on here as we get the last couple of games for the season here today in Beckville for the district championship here, Shelbyville and the Beckville Lady Bearcats. Let's go around the horn here for the Lady Bearcats. Struy out there in the circle, Grand George behind the dish, Quinn at first, Maritzen, make sure I get that right. Maritzen out there at second, Bars at short, Grand George is at third, Pelzel is in left, Aiken in center, Tuttle is the right fielder. And coming up here first for the Lady Dragons, it will be Jones, Lovell, and Bass, the first three up here. Ready to go against Struy into the circle. So Struy. And it's going to be in there for ball one here to Jones to start off. 1-0-2er. Struy delivers. That's in there for a strike call. And 1-1 now. Took a little something off of that. Now the 1-1 count. So Jones trying to get on here. Taylor Jones. Coach originally had her in the pitcher, but moved her over to shortstop here for the. And we're going to get a timeout here by Blue. Call a timeout here onto the field, so it gives a chance to do a couple things here. And we'll do that right there. All right, so the meeting over there in the ball game here. All right, so meeting over. Now we're ready to go here. Pitch on away from Struy. That's going to be high. Get away from there, make a 2-2 count. With a 2-2 count to her. Coming to plate, Lavelle. She'll come up here, the catcher for the Lady Dragons. Mason down the third base line. Coach Stone down the first base side. Ball one to her. So 2-1 count to her now at the plate. 2-0 count, I should say. That's in there for a strike call. Now 2-1. So the 2-1 count. That's a shot, and it'll get over there. Nice job by the shortstop. A Bar, she'll come up and make a play, but she's going to be in time and running it down. So a hit here for Lavelle as she is on. And a runner on here with nobody out. One out here. Coming to the plate is going to be the pitcher, Bass. She'll look to see if she can help her own cause. So Bass steps in here, Struy, throwing high. Ball one to her. So that's going to be a 3-1 count to her at the plate. So runner over at first. That's going to be low. Here goes the runner, going to run, and it's going to be off the mark there. Nice throw down by Grand George, but Barr not able to wrangle it up. And it's going to be Lavelle with the stolen base. So she'll now be at second, and the count will be 3-0 at the plates. So we're going to get a timeout as now have a runner over at the second. We got a 3-0 count here to Bass at the plate. Get that right. All right, stepping in here now will be Harley, the first baseman for Lady Dragons. Drury and send that one up high, and it'll be ball one to her. Still only one out. Runners at the first and second here for the Lady Dragons. Drury going to send that one outside, and it'll be a ball call. So Harley. A little better here, and looking to square around the bunt. That's going to be high as well, so that will be a 3-0 count here to Harley at the plates. Try to work on some internet issue here, folks, but I think we got a little bit better now. So 3-0 to Harley. She steps right back in here, Drury, ready to go. Pitch on the way. Gonna catch the outside corner and be a 3-1 count. So 3-1 now to her out of the plate. Drury delivers. That's going to be ball four, and the bases will now be full here for the Lady Dragons as Drury throws back-to-back base on balls here. And so with only one out, and now the base is full here for Lady Dragons. Going to get a quick timeout here into the field. Coming over to have a chat there is going to be Bethany Grand George, and behind the dish is Emily Grand George. That'd be Coach Grand George's here. All right. All right, so now we're ready to go here. Stepping in will be Snell. She'll come up here with the bases full. And that one's going to be in there for ball one to her. So Snell trying to bring in a run here for Lady Dragons, trying to get something started here into this first. The infield playing in a little bit. And on the way from Struy, that's going to be ball two to her. So 2-0. Pitch from Struy. That's going to be low to make it 3-0. Struy in danger of loading them up here, or bringing in a run here with the bases loaded. And it's 3-0 to Snell. She's right back in here. Struy, no place to put her. Snell taking all the way here, I'm sure. And that'd be low for ball four. So 3 back-to-back walks with a 1 hit so far. Has brought in a 1 run here for the Lady Dragons, and they will remain full. And it will be a 1-0 ball game here for Lady Dragons with only 1 out. Coach Grand George is going to come out here and have a chat with his pitcher, Struy. She's got the bases loaded here. Coach Grand George having a chat. Sorry, folks, doing some checking here on some things. Trying to make sure we got the stream up and running a little bit better. Had a little trouble here at the very beginning, but I think that we're doing better here and now. So let's see what we got. Oh, yeah, there we go. A little bit better. All right, so now we're ready after the meeting, and everything is good to go. Strury going to bring that one in. High fly ball here to Lawson. Lawson's going to send it out here into left field. And here comes the throw in. And coming in to score will be Bass, or the runner. And it's going to be thrown away there. Now they're going to try to get her at third. She'll dive in, and they'll get her going to third for Lawson for the other out there. But a couple more runs do come in to make it a 3-0 ball game. As Lawson will be out going to third after getting the base hit here. So it will be a 3-0 ball game here for the Lady Dragons. After a good first inning right there, we'll go to the bottom of the first inning. Barr, Grand George, and Grand George come to the plate here, and we come back here on a Net SN.
So many things get started at Pizzeria. You start your party off with a pizza from the pizzeria. You get your celebration started. You get your season started. For a lot of us, our passion with pizza started at the Pizzeria, a tradition since 1960s. It's the Pizzeria just off the square in Center.
Alrighty, folks, we're back here getting ready to go for the bottom half of the first inning as the Lady Dragons put up 3 here under the Lady Bearcats. See if they can bounce back with it. Barr, Grand George, and Grand George, the first 3 up here. Going around the horn for the Lady Dragons. Bass in the circle. Lavelle behind the dish. Harley at first. Snell at second. Taylor Jones at short. Jaylee Jones is at third. Lawson is in left. Harvey center. Chambers is in right field. And here we go. Bass to Barr. First pitch. Steve-right call to her. 0-1 to her. Start off. With 0-1 count. Fouling it back to the screen. It'll be 0-2. So the 0-2 count. Emily Grand George, the catcher, will be on deck. Bethany Grand George, the third baseman, in the hole. Swing and a miss for the strikeout by Barr. That's out number 1. So 1 out here onto the strikeouts. Come to the plate, Emily Grand George, the catcher. She'll step up here ready to go. Coach Touchstone down the first base line. Coach Grand George down the third base line here. As Emily stands in here ready to go. Pitch on the way from Bass. It is a strike 1 to her. So the 0-1 count. Grand George right back in here, a lefty, working against Bass here. Send that one back behind the screen. It'll be 0-2. So the 0-2 count here to Grand George. Emily standing in here with 1 out, nobody on. Bass delivers. Swinging and a miss for the strikeout. Back-to-back strikeouts here for Bass. 2 outs. So here comes Bethany Grand George, the third baseman, to the plate. Strury, the pitcher, will be on deck here for Lady Bearcats. 2 outs. Bethany Grand George stands in, fouling that one off. Heads up back there. Somebody's windshield. Watch out. 0-1 to her. So Grand George are back in, ready to go. Bethany trying to get something started here for the Lady Bearcats in the bottom of the first. On the inside, 1-1 to count. 1-1 to her. Back in goes Grand George. Bass delivers. Heads up once again. Foul ball. 1-2. Story, the pitcher, will be on deck. Grand George can get on. And Bass trying to get a quick 1-2-3 inning here and see if she can get those bats back up for the Lady Dragons. They worked pretty good there into that first inning. That's a shot, and it'll be a foul ball down the left side and out of play. So Bethany Grand George back in now with the 1-2 count. One-two to her. Pitch on the way. Going after the high one, it'll get out of play and it'll stay 1-2. Good job here by Bethany Grand George working it at the plate. Sixth pitch at the at-bat. Bass ready to go here. That's up high. And it will be a 2-2 count. Falling behind 0-2. Now it's worked it back to an even count here with 2 outs and nobody on. Grand George right back in. Here's the pitch to her. High outside. It'll be a full count. Full count to her. That's a shot, and that'll be over to the left side. It'll get down into the corner. Grand George going to turn the corner. Going to be on her horse now. Here going to be throw a second. She'll be in there with no problem. And a 2-out double here for Bethany Grand George. So Strury will come to the plate now with 2 outs and a man on. So Strury stepping in here, see if she can help her own cause, get a runner scoring position here with 2 outs. On the inside, ball 1 to her. So Strury ready. Bass delivers. Catching the inside corner for a 1-1 count. So the 1-1 count, and that's going to be fouled off. It'll be 1-2 to her. So Strury stands right back in here. Laney Bass trying to get this third out. Here's the pitch on the inside, and it'll be a 2-2 count. 2 quick outs here for Bass, and Grand George and now Strury have made her work a little bit here for this final out. Runner over at second. Grand George, she got there with a double. Pitch on the way from Bass. High fly ball. It's going to be a long strike. You may have to send search and rescue after that one. They got out of here. 2-2. So the 2-2 count to her. Strury standing in, showing bunt. Will pull back. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And that will end the inning here. On to the strikeout. 3 strikeouts into the inning here for a Bass. So we will go to the top of the second inning. It will be Jones, Chambers, and Harvey come to the plate when we come back here, as it's a 3-0 ball game. Shelbyville with the lead here on your NetSN Game of the Day.
Serving our communities for over a century, Farmers State Bank continues to meet the financial needs of East and Central Texas. With roots that run deep, Farmers State Bank serves as a source of financial strength to meet the needs of our neighbors. From a comprehensive range of financial products to individual service, we remain dedicated to being a true community bank. Farmers State Bank, improving lives and fulfilling dreams.
Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with Best of Nacogdoches and Best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters.
Alrighty, folks, we're back here as we get ready to go to the second inning. 3-0 in this big district matchup here in Beckville today, as Lady Bearcats have been pretty much at the top of this district right along here with the Shelbyville Lady Dragons. And the Lady Dragons have come out here and got a 3-run lead here with 3 base on balls in the air, or I should say in a base hit there in that first inning. And that gets them the 3-0 lead. There was 1 error into that inning as well for the Lady Bearcats of Beckville, helped bring in those 3 runs. So here we go to the second inning. It will be Jones, third baseman, stepping up here first. Struy, 27 pitches, no strikeouts, 3 base on balls. Starts off Jones with ball 1. As Jones steps right back in. Struy ready to go. Reaches down there, pokes it out there. It's going to be second baseman getting underneath it there. Maritzen with the far fly ball out for out number 1. So 1 out here on the fly ball. Ready to come to the plate now will be Chambers, the right fielder for Coach Mason's squad. Going to be running out there to first, going to try to leg it out, and it's going to be a nice play there by the third baseman, Grand George. She'll get it over to first, Quinn, on a 5-3 for 2 quick outs here for Struy. So coming to the plate now will be Harvey. Center fielder stepping up here with 2 outs and nobody on. So here's Harvey standing in here, ready to go. Struy delivers high, outside, ball 1 to her. Top of the order due up next, that'll be Jones. She's 0 for 1 at the plate. As right now, Harvey trying to get on here with 2 outs. That's going to be a ball, and it'll be 2-0 to her. So with a 2-0 count, Struy ready to deliver here to Harvey. Harvey's going to send that one down there and may just get down, and it does get down into shallow left field. And that'll be a base hit here for the number 9 hitter. So the base runner on here, 2 outs. Top of the order now will be Taylor. She'll come up here. 0 for 1, had a fly ball out to the second baseman her first time up. Now step up here ready to go. And Jones ready to go here, first pitch. Low for ball 1. Ball 1 to her. So right back in here goes Jones. That's in there for a strike. It'll be a 1-1 count to her now. So 1-1. Jones right back in here trying to move Harvey off of first. That's going to be a base knock, and he'll get down into left field in front of the left fielder there. And coming in here, so back-to-back hits here for the Lady Dragons. As they put runners at first and second here with 2 outs. So Lady Dragons already up 3-0 here. Threatening once again here in the second inning with a couple of outs. 2 quick outs here for Struy. And Lavelle will now come to the plate. She had a single, scored that first run, and that was going to be fouled off. And it'll be a 1-0 count to her. So 1-0 count. Lavelle stepping right back in here. Ready to go against Struy. Pitch on the way. Up high, outside, 2-0. Count. Upholstery working here against Lavelle. Lavelle runners at first and second here with 2 outs. So went up for the high one there, and that's going to be the shortstop Barr coming over, making that play on the infield fly for the 3rd out. But the Lady Dragons do get 2 hits. They'll leave a couple, no errors into that inning, and no runs come in, and it will be a 3-0 game still here. As we go to the bottom of the second, it will be Quinn, Roberts, and Pelzel coming to the plate when we come back right here on a Net SN.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
Your local bank is on the move with improvements to 2 locations. One on the World Wide Web. What used to be ShelbySavingsBank.com is now SSBTex.com, a more powerful and user-friendly website. And at the original Selma Street location, a new lobby to better serve you. Improvements to the corner of Shelbyville and Selma, and at the intersection of your device and the World Wide Web, it's SSB, same bank, new look.
Alrighty, folks, we're back here as we get ready to go to the bottom half of the second inning. Lady Bearcats looking to get the bats working here as they trail it 3-0 here in this big district matchup here this afternoon in Beckville here on a Net SN. There we go. I don't know why that's not shutting off. There it goes. There we go. Now we go. Okay. Now we're good to go. A little bit of difficulty right there. All righty, folks. Now we're ready to go here. Coming to the plate, it's going to be the first baseman, Quinn. She'll step up here. First batter to go here in this bottom half of the second inning. Quinn steps in here, ready to go. Bass bringing it. Steve-rack one to her. Quinn stepping in here. 20 pitches, 3 strikeouts, no base on balls, 1 hit given up by Bass in her 1 inning of work. And it's a 1-1 count to her now at the plate. So 1-1 to count. Bass delivers. Swing and a miss. It's now 1-2. A little bit of heat on that one. So with a 1-2 count to her, Roberts will be on deck here for the Lady Bearcats. And Bass looking for that first out. Fly ball over here onto the foul side, and it'll get out of play as Jaylee Jones giving it a look there, but it'll get out of her reach. So right back in goes Quinn. 1-2 count to her. Here's the pitch. Fouling it back to the screen, stays 1-2. Designated player Roberts will be on deck here for Lady Bearcats. Shelbyville leading at 3-0 here in this big district matchup ball game. Pitch on the way. Fly ball is going to get out of play. Watch out, everybody over here. Heads up. Staying alive is Quinn at the plate. This will be pitch number 7 to her here out of this at-bat to start off the bottom of the second for the Bearcats, looking to get something going. Here's the pitch from Bass. Fouling it off as well. So Quinn staying good up here at the plate with a 1-2 count to her. And fouling off plenty of pitches. Here comes pitch number 8 from Bass into this at-bat here. Pitch coming. Ball 2. 2-2 the count. I think she was aiming for me. So with a 2-2 count, Quinn stands in here. Pitch coming. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. That's out number 1 here. 4th strikeout of the day here for Bass. So here comes the designated player, Roberts. She'll come to the plate. First time at the plate today. 1 out, nobody on. So So Roberts standing up in here, ready to go. Designated player. 1 out, nobody on. Bass bringing it. Little runner out there to second. That'll be Snell. She'll come up on it and go easy toss, 4-3 for out number 2. So 2 outs. That'll bring up Peltzel to the plate. Left fielder stepping up here for Coach Grand George. Get some instructions from down the third baseline. Now right back in here goes Peltzel. Pitch on the way. Heads up, everybody. Foul ball, sending it back behind everybody here. And a 0-1 counts. So Bath, 2 outs. She got 2 quick outs and then a big hit, and then got a strikeout to end of that first there after facing the 4th batter. She's got 2 outs here. See what she can do. That one's going to be a high fly ball here, and it's going to be called there by the first baseman, Hartley, and she'll make the play for out number 3. So 3 up, 3 down here. They get to no hits, nobody left on, and no errors that come in here. And we will go to the 3rd inning. It will be Bass, Hartley, and Snell on their way to the plate when we come back right here on your NetSN Game of the Day from Beckville.
At Hope Community Medicine, they believe that more than medicine is needed when providing quality care for their patients. With locations throughout East Texas, the vision is to give hope to those who seek a better life by caring for their body, mind, and soul, and not about their ability to pay. Through the network of staff and locations, Hope seeks to be primary provider of medical, dental, and behavioral health. Because the difference that Hope makes is the difference between night and day. Hope Community Health.
Portacool with over 30. Portacool. Peak cooling. Intelligent control.
Alrighty, folks, we're back here. And I'm going to shut that down there is what I'm going to do. There we go. A lot of stuff going on. Okay, there we go. All right, so now we're ready to go here as we get to the bottom to the 3rd inning. It will be Bass, Harley, and Snell, the first 3 up here against Strury. Strury, with her 2 innings of work, has thrown 39 pitches, no strikeouts, 3 base on balls. She's given up the 4 hits and the 3 runs here so far. She'll face Bass, who reached on a base on balls and scored the run back into the 1st inning. So Bass will stand up here ready to go. First on pitch on the way here for Bass. That's ball 1. Ball 1 to her. Bass right back in. Here's the pitch from Struy. It's low for ball 2. 2-0. Strury ready to go. Has the sign she likes here from Grand George. And the 2-0 from Bass coming. Low, ball 3. So 3-0 count. Here in this 3rd inning, and this very important ball game for both of these teams. Now, Timpson's got another game going today, and they will take on Garrison. Wrap up the regular season there. That's ball 4. 4th base on ball is given up here by Strury. And leadoff runner is on. Coach Grand George is going to come in, and it looks like we're going to be making a change as we're going to get a runner out there. I do believe that is Shoulder. Going to be out there running. All right, so we're going to get a little bit of a change here in the circle. We're going to get number 22 as Bethany Grand George. She's going to move from the 3rd base position. And it'll be Grand George to Grand George. And that's going to move Strury over to 3rd. So we'll close the door here on Strury after her 2 innings of work. She threw 44 pitches, No strikeouts, 4 base on balls. She gave up the 4 hits and the 3 runs, responsible for the runner over at first. All right, so here we go. As Grand George and Strury change places. All right, so Bethany Grand George will now be into the circle. And that'll move Strury over to third base. Yep. Okay, so now we're getting ready to go here as Harley steps up. She had a base on ball, scored the second run here for the Lady Dragons back into the first. So she's got a shoulder over there at first, I do believe is who's running over there. And that's in there for a strike to Harley. 0-1 to her. One to Harley. Pitch coming in here, and that's going to be a foul ball. It's going to be a foul ball, so it'll be 0-2 here to Harley. Harley will stand right back in here, ready to go. Grand George can move Lathan off of first. That's who that runner is over there, and that's going to get away from her. And it's going to be a strikeout there, but the runner does move over to second. So the strikeout here for Grand George is out number 1. Runner moves over to second. And one out there onto the strikeout. Coming to the plates will be Snell. She reached on a base on balls and scored a run as well. Lathan out there running for Bath. At second, that's going to be a little bouncer there to get in front of Strury. Strury took like they wanted to throw to first there, but no throw. And Snell gets on the fielder's choice, so runners will now be out to the corners here with only 1 out. So runners on the corners, only 1 out. And that'll bring Lawson to the plate. Had a single her first time up. So now Lawson will come up here with runners on the corners for Coach Mason's squad, leading it 3-0 here into the top of the third so far. So Lawson stands up here. Base on balls, fielder's choice, and a strikeout to the first 3 batters. And now runners on the corners. Pitch on the way from Grand George is in there for a strike to Lawson. 0-1 to her. Going to get a rundown here, Lathan. And finally going to get Lathan in the rundown. And Coach Mason going to call for timeout out there. They're going to say Lathan was out, getting back into third here onto the rundown. Going over to second there is a Snell. No throw out there with all the stuff coming on as they had to Lathan coming up and down the line here. And it looks like it was a good job there by Grand George to get her down there to her and Struy for the tag out for that second out. Coach Mason will lose that argument. So 2 outs now, runner over at second. So 2 outs and a runner now at the second here for the Lady Dragons. So good job here by the Lady Bearcats to get that second out, especially that lead out there sitting down there at third. Lawson with an 0-1 count to her. Steps right back in here, runner scoring position. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. It's now 0-2 to Lawson. As Grand George bringing the heat on that one. A little bit of a rise ball coming at her. 0-2 to Lawson. 2 outs and runner over at second here. And Bearcats trying to get this third out. That's in there for a call. Steve Reich 3 and the third out here. So 2 strikeouts here in this inning for the Grand George, as that will sit Lawson down. And we will go to the bottom of the third. It will be Tuttle, Martinson, and top of the order will be Barr when we come back here. It's 3-0 Shelbyville with the lead. Bottom of the third coming up here on your NetSN Game of the Day.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
There's never been a better time to give yourself a great night's sleep than now with Blake Furniture's mattress clearance sale. For a limited time, choose any of our luxurious Serenity Sleep complete sets and pay only the price of a mattress. You heard right. Buy a Serenity Sleep mattress and get the box spring absolutely free. Combine our already low prices with this offer, and you won't find a better deal in East Texas on a quality set of bedding. With Blake Furniture's fast delivery and easy in-store financing, you can't afford to miss another great night's rest with Serenity Sleep bedding.
Alrighty, folks, we are back here as we get ready to go to the bottom half of the third inning. Tuttle, Murrenson, and a Barr coming to the plate here against Bass. Bass has thrown 2 innings of work. She's thrown 32 pitches, got 4 strikeouts, no base on ball. She's given up to 1 hit and no runs so far here. She'll face the right fielder, Tuttle, to start off here in the bottom half of the third inning. So Tuttle steps up here ready to go against Bass. First pitch on the way. Just a little bit high for ball 1 to her. With a 1-1 count. It'll be 2-0 to her now after the plates. Swing and a miss there for a 2-1 count now to Tuttle. So Bass had a 1-2-3 inning. Only faced 1 over the minimum. 4 strikeouts in this ball game so far. Make that 5 strikeouts. That's in there for a strike call. Now 2-2. Nice pitch. 2-2 count. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. It is 4 strikeouts. My apologies, folks. 4 strikeouts. Looking for the 5th one here. Tuttle steps right back in here with a 2-2 count. Call Steve Wright 3 on the inside corner. There's that 5th strikeout for outs number 1. Maritzan, the second baseman, steps up here now for the Lady Bearcats with 1 out and nobody on. And then Barr on deck. That's up outside, just outside, ball 1. So 1-0 to her. Maritzan steps right back in. Here's the pitch. That's on the inside. Now it goes 2-0. In the bottom of the third, 3-0 Shelbyville with the lead here this afternoon. This big district title matchup. That's in there for a call. Steve Wright, 2-1. So that 2-1 count, Maritzan steps right back in. Here's the pitch. Fly ball in the infield. Heads up. It's going to get just over here, folks. So please be careful. All right. So it'll be a 2-2 count. The crowd. Got to bring a glove to the game. See some mothers out here trying to protect themselves with purses. That's pretty cool. Whatever works, right? 2-2. Mertzen steps right back in. 1 out, nobody on. Bass trying to find that second out here. Here's the pitch. That's a solid shot right back up the middle. And a base hit, the second base hit of the day here for Lady Bearcats. They got a runner on here with only 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Big solid smack right there by Maritzan. Maritzan, top of the order, comes up here. Here's Barr, shortstop. She's 0 for 1, struck out her first time up. Now with the runner over at first, will step up here ready to go against Bass here into the third. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Quick throw down to first as Maritzan's off the base a little bit, but nice job getting back in. Harley holding her on. It's a 0-1 count to her at the plates. Still only 1 out as Barr steps in. Foul ball. 0-2. So it will be an 0-2 count. Pitch on the way. Up high, another quick throw down to first. Ooh, getting back in there safe. Nice. As it's 1-2 at the plate now. Get the base pads cleaned off over there. As Meriton went in there a little bit hard. I took a little bit of breath out of her. Hope she's going to be okay over there. Looks like she's going to be fine. So here we go as Barr steps back in with a 1-2 count. Bass ready to bring it. That's low for a 2-2 count. Emily Grand George will be on deck. As Barr now gets the count 2-2, sends that one off, and it will be a 2-2 count. Foul ball. So 2-2 count to Barr. Fouls it away once again. Another good at bat here by the Bearcats hitters. This will be pitch number 7 to her. Got a 2-2 count, 1 out, runner over at first. As you can see, that runner over there at first. Up on the inside, little chin music makes it a 3-2 count. So full count. Back in goes Barr. That's up inside, ball 4. So runners now at first and second here for Lady Bearcats. First base on ball is given up here by Bass. Emily Grand George come to the plate. She's 0 for 1. Had to strike out her first time up. So she'll step up here with runners at first and second now, and her team trailing 3-0 here in the bottom of the third. And to get something going. So Emily Grand George steps in here, 0 for 1, the lefty, ready to go against Bass with 1 out. Little runner out there off the end of the bat. And it's going to be trouble there for Jaylee Jones, not able to pick it up there, and it just kind of wrangled around for her. And it will be Emily Grand George on of the error. So runners will now be all over the base pads here for Lady Bearcats. First error of the game here by Shelbyville. So Grand George will come to the plate now with 1 out. And bases full. She had a double her first time up. Pitch on the way. Call on the inside corner for Strike 1. 0-1 to Bethany Grand George. Now the pitcher for Lady Bearcats. Bass bringing it. Fouls it off. 0-2. Bath now got 1 out here and is definitely ahead of Grand George, looking for that second out at the plate. That's the most important one right now. Strury will be on deck here as Grand George has an 0-2 count, and Bass trying to get this out on the inside edge and going to hit her. So she is hit by the pitch. So that brings in the run, and it will now be a 3-1 ball game. Bases will remain full. Pinch runner coming in here, number 4. That is Flanagan. Flanagan out there to run for Grand George over at first. Strury come to the plate. She's 0 for 1. With only 1 out here, and the base is full. Now 1 run comes across here for Beckville. And Bass, no place to put him. Looking for a double play here or something with only 1 out. Strury stands in here ready to go. Flanagan will be now the pinch runner over at first for Lady Bearcats, Coach Grand George. Here we go. Bass ready to go to Strury. Pitch on the way. Foul ball heads up over there. Woo! A lot of folks here to watch this game here along the fences on both sides. Down in foul ground. And a lot of interest in this one here this afternoon. District championship on the line. 0-1 here to Strury. And it'll make it a 1-1 count. So 1-1 here. The Bearcats trying to see if they can bring across another run or two here as they trail it now 3-1. Base is full. Fouls off to that left side once again, and it's 1-2. Bases full of Lady Bearcats here. A 1-2 count to Strury. Only one out. And Bass, tough hitter at the plate, trying to get that second out here. That's low on the inside, and it'll go 2-2. So that 2-2 count, Strury right back in. Pitch on the way. That's going to go down the right field side, and it'll get out of play, and it'll stay 2-2. So the 2-2 count will remain. And we'll now go 3-0. 3-2 who are at the plate, so the count full. So Bass looking to make a good pitch right here. Definitely doesn't walk in another run, and the pitch on the way. That's fouled off once again. That was a high and way over there. So now a full count to Strury at the plate. And that's going to be a foul ball as well. Staying a 3-2. This will be the 9th pitch at this at bat here for Strury. So stand right back in here, ready to go. 3-2 from Bass once again. Heads up, everybody. Still getting a piece of it to stay alive. 3-2. Bass bringing it. Wow, staying alive. So that's 10 pitches of this at bat here for Strury, and it remains a full count. And Bass bringing it again. Up high for ball 4. That'll bring in the run. And it's now 3-2 as the bases will remain full. So the second base on balls here into this inning. It brings in another run. And a nice at bat there by Strury. Still only one out. That makes it 3-2. And coming to the plate now is Grand George. Staying away from the high one. I'm sorry, this is Quinn. That's ball 1. Quinn, the first baseman, 0 for 1, struck out her first time up. Still bases full, now 3-2 is the score. And that one's going to be fouled off, and it'll be 1-1 now, the count. So with a 1-1 count to her, Quinn steps right back in here. Still bases full, only one out. Bass trying to get herself out of this. That's a shot, and it's going to get out into left center field to get all the way to the fence. One run comes in. Here comes Flanagan. Here comes Strury around, and that's going to be a 3-run double for Quinn. So double gets in there on the second hit of the inning, and that clears them off. Those 3 runs come in here, and Quinn ends up over at a third. There's still only one out, and that will now make it a 5-3 ball game here with one out. And runners now over at second base here for the Lady Bearcats. Coach Mason goes out to have a chat with his pitcher. Good at bat here by Strury and Quinn. They bring in the runs. 5 runs into this inning to make it 5-3 here in the bottom of the third. That'll bring Roberts to the plate. She's 0 for 1, still only one out. And still got a long way to go in this one, says Coach Mason. So has a quick chat with his team. See if we can get that second out, she says. So Roberts steps up here. 0 for 1, grounded out to second, her first time up. And Bass ready to go here, having a chat with Coach Grand George. And Roberts now ready to go. As the blue headed back behind the dish. Ready to come in here and looking for Roberts to step in, and now we're ready to go. Bass going to bring it to the plate. That's a shot right there at the shortstop. And tried to tag her there at the second, but getting back in, no problem there is Quinn. That's out number 2. So a solid shot there. For second out. Here comes Peltzel to the plate. She's 0 for 1, had a fly ball at first. The 9th hitter to the plate here for the Lady Bearcats in this inning. They've run across 5 on 2 hits. A few base on balls as well. That one's going to be fouled off, 0-1. 2 base on balls. Hit by a pitch. And an error. Couple hits. Bring in the 5 runs here for Lady Bearcats in this inning. And it's an 0-1 count to her at the plate. Peltzel's ready to step back in here, the 9th hitter at the plate. Into this inning. Tuttle will be on deck. Swing and a miss. It's now 0-2. So Mass looking to get out of here without any more trouble. She's got a runner over there at second, and Peltzel trying to bring her around. She steps back in here. And Bass to the plate. That's going to be fouled off. Going to stay 0-2. Oh, 2 count to her. Now 72 pitches on the afternoon here for Bass. Pitch number 73 coming. 0-2 on the way. Just does get a piece of it to foul it away, and it'll stay 0-2. Very important district matchup here. Both these teams with 2 losses into the district. And so whoever wins that's going to win the top spot. And number 2 could end up being the 3rd team here. So that's a strikeout to end the inning. The damage is done here into the 5th as they bat around. They'll leave a runner on 2 hits, an error, and a few base on balls here brings in the 5 runs. It will be a 5-3 ball game as we go to the 4th. Jones, Chambers, and Harvey coming to the plate when we come back right here on NetSN.
Sparky D's Bargain Store. Who are we? We're an online auction store. You'll find us on Facebook only. We're located in Center, Texas. Check us out as we have auctions going on right now. It's Sparky D's Bargain Store, an online auction store that can save you lots of money. Go check out our page, bid on items you like, and save yourself a lot of money. It's Sparky D's Bargain Store, Facebook only, located in Center. At Sparky D's Bargain Store, we'll save you more.
Covington Lumber and Building Supplies is in the capable hand of a 3rd generation of Covingtons. For shingles for your roof, to carpet for your floors, to Farrell Calhoun paint for the walls, bathroom fixtures, and everything in between, Covington's has it, as well as all the lumber you can shake a stick at. Lumber for your home or for other fun projects. You find it all at Covington's.
Back here ready to go for the 4th inning. 5-3 ball game. Shelbyville now trailing. Stepping to the plate here will be Jones. She's 0 for 1. Flat out to second, her first time up. Facing the pitcher, Grand George, for the first time here. Jones gets Steerack 1 to her. That's going to be ball 1. 1-1 now the count here to Jones, 3rd baseman for the Lady Dragons here this afternoon. 1-1 here against Grand George up high outside, 2-1.
Let's go, Jay. You got it.
So 2-1 count. Jones trying to get something started here for the Lady Dragons. And that good first inning, and that was going to be fouled off. Went 2-2 now. Good first inning there. Only one hit since that first inning. 4 hits altogether here for the Lady Dragons. 1-2 now the count. 2-1 the count. It's a 2-2 count after the foul ball. My apologies, folks. Here we go. That one's up high for ball number 3. So the count will go full here to the leadoff hitter for the Lady Dragons here into the 4th inning. Jones trying to get on for Chambers on deck. Harvey in the hole. And fouling that one away is Jones. Grand George. Started off at third, moved in here after 1 out, or moved in after the first batter of the 3rd. And got 2 strikeouts to end it. And an out there on a rundown. The Lady Dragons try to bring in a run. Swing and a miss for the strikeout of Jones. That's out number 1. And the 3rd strikeout here for Grand George. Coming to the plate now will be Chambers. She had a ground ball to third her first time up. So the right fielder for Lady Dragon stands in here ready to go. First pitch on the way here from Grand George. Trying to bunt away on it just over the third baseman, Struey. Nice job there. Just a beautiful touch. As it just over the stretched arms of Struey, and Chambers gets on with an infield hit. That one was just placed just right as Struey was coming in, and boy, it just went right over the top of her glove. Nice try there by Struey. Here comes Harvey to the plate. She's 1 for 1, had a single her first time up. And now we'll have a runner over at first for Lady Dragons here. 5-3 ball game in the top of the 4th inning. District title onto the line. Lady Dragons led 3-0 till the bottom half of that 3rd. 5 runs for the Lady Bearcats. That's going to be a foul ball. And it's 0-1 to Harvey. Grand George checking in with her infield, setting them up the way she wants. 0-1 now to Harvey. She steps right back in here. And Harvey looking to move the runner off of first. There's a nice bunt there on the first base side. And they're going to get there. And Quinn might have been best to let it go. And now they're going to get there and may have a rundown. But a nice job getting back in there at second is Chambers. She's over to second as Harvey lays down a nice bunt for back-to-back hits here. And like I said, Quinn might be best to just let that one go. It might have headed out of bounds or headed out of play for a foul ball. But now runners at first and second here with only 1 out. And now the Lady Dragons are threatening here into the top of the 4th. Top of the order will be Jones. She's coming to the plate 1 for 2 at the plate today. So with only 1 out, now runners at second and third here for the first and second for Lady Dragons. That's a strike. Nice pitch there for Grand George. Steve Reich 1-2 her. Lavelle will be on deck here for Lady Dragons as Taylor Jones steps back in here. 0-1 count to her. Little runner right back out there. And nice job on the sacrifice bunt to move him over. So Jones with the sack bunt as the Lady Dragons looking to play a little small ball here. That's out number 2. So with 2 outs, runners will now be at scoring position at second and third here for Lady Dragons. 2 outs coming to the plate will be Lavelle. 1 for 2 at the plate today. Looking for a base knock here. See if she can bring in a couple, tie this thing up. Swing and a miss, 0-1 to her. Lavelle sure definitely looking to get a hold of that one. She was looking to get a piece of it. Nice pitch there by Grand George, makes it 0-1. So Lavelle right back in here, ready to go. 0-1 to her. Pitch on the way. That's on the inside. 1-1 now the count. Bass will be on deck here for the Lady Dragons. If Lavelle can get on here, she's got a 1-1 count to her. 2 outs, runners in scoring position at second and third. Swing and a miss. It's now 1-2. Lavelle going to do something here. Definitely don't want to race the base runners here. 13 down by 2. Getting ready to go to the bottom of the fourth. Lavelle with a 1-2 count onto the way. That's going to be fouled off. So 1-2 remains the count after the foul ball. Lavelle steps right back in here, and Carsey trying to get something going here. She got a runner at second and third here with 2 outs. Trying to have a little 2-out rally here on the Lady Dragons. Here's the pitch. And fouling it off once again. Lavelle staying alive. One-two to Lavelle. Coach Mason down the third baseline. Sends in the sign. Here's the 1-2. Staying alive, getting a piece of it. Stays 1-2 here to her. This will be the 7th pitch of this at-bat coming up here for Carsey Lavelle. One and two. Right back in she goes. Grand George going to get her team out of here without any damage. They lead at 5-3. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Nice pitch there by Grand George, and it's out number 3. The Lady Dragons get 2 hits. They leave 2. And another strikeout here. That's number 4 here for Grand George. We will go to the bottom half of the 4th. Tuttle, Martin, and the top of the order, Barr, coming to the plate when we come back. 5-3. The Bearcats have the lead right here on your NetSN, a game of the day.
Your hometown sponsors include Bird Forestry, keeping things natural, Pizzeria, a taste of a generation, TNR Steaks and More, and Granny B's Snow Cones. Covington Lumber and Building Supplies is in the capable hand of a 3rd generation of Covingtons. For shingles for your roof, to carpet for your floors, to Farrell Calhoun paint for the walls, bathroom fixtures, and everything in between, Covington's has it, as well as all the lumber you can shake a stick at. Lumber for your home or for other fun projects. You find it all at Covington's.
Alrighty, folks, we're back here ready to go to the bottom half of the 4th inning as both teams playing very well here. It's a 5-3 ball game. That 3rd inning was big there for Lady Bearcats. They end up with a couple of hits, and an error and a couple base on balls to push 5 runs across into that 3rd inning to now take the lead 5-3. Taylor Bass back here on the Laney Bass back in here into the circle. Bass has thrown 74 pitches, 5 strikeouts, 2 base on balls. She's given up the 3 hits and the 5 runs. She will now face Tuttle, Martin, and Barr, the first 3 up here into the bottom of the 4th. Tuttle 0 for 1, struck out her first time up. Coach Touchstone making his way over to first. Coach Grand George down the 3rd baseline here for Lady Bearcats. Okay, so here we go. Tuttle comes in, and she started off the 3rd as they batted around, so she'll start off the 4th here for Lady Bearcats, and she's going to be hit on the foot. So the leadoff hitter on for the Bearcats here after 1 pitch. So here comes Martin to the plate. She got a single, scored a run back into that 3rd inning. Scored that first run for him. That's high for ball 1. One-0 to her. Bass ready to bring it to her. Just up high outside. It'll go 2-0. Two-0 count. Martin not waiting any time. Jumps right back in here, ready to go. Ahead of Bass 2-0. That's in there for a strike call, 2-1. Runner over at first. Hit by the pitch. That is Tuttle standing over there. Martin trying to move her around. Bass delivers high, 3-1. Three-one count. Martin right back in. Here's the pitch. Fly ball here on the infield. Into foul ground, and a nice job there by the third baseman, J.D. Jones, picking it up. And we'll make the play in foul ground. Out, number 1. So with 1 out, top of the order comes up Barr. She's 0 for 1 with a base on ball, scoring a run. Got a runner over at first, and that one's going to be fouled off to the screen. 0-1 to her. Emily Grand George on the deck. Bethany Grand George in the hole here. 1 out. Runner over at first here for the Bearcats. They lead at 5-3. Trying to have a big fourth like they had there in the third. It's going to get away. LaBelle's going to make the throw down, but a nice job getting there for Tuttle. One now the count to her. Barr at the plate. 1-1 to her. Runner now at the second. Barr bringing it. That's going to be a shallow fly ball, and it will get down into shallow left center here, and everybody's going to be safe. That'll put runners on the corners here with 1 out for Lady Bearcats. Nice job there. Yeah, just a little touch. They call that fly ball with eyes right there. Barr with the single. Runners now at first and third here for Lady Bearcats. Only 1 out. Coming to the plate, Emily Grand George, 0 for 1, and reaching on an error her 2 times at the plate today, scoring a run as well. And with 1 out, runners on the corners for the Bearcats, trying to add to their 5-3 lead here in the 4th inning. So Bass now ready to bring it. That's in there for a call, steal rack 1. Oh, 1 to her. Grand George. All of a sudden it got quiet here in Beckville. All right, Grand George now ready to step back in here with an 0-1 count. Signs now ready to go out here to LaBelle. Now she sends it out here to Bass. Grand George ready to go. 0-1 to her with runners on the corners. High fly ball here, second baseman. That is going to be Snell, and she'll snag it for out number 2. Fly ball out. And that will help Bass out immensely here as Bethany Grand George comes to the plate. She's 1 for 1 and has been hit by a pitch, scoring a run. Her 2 times at the plate today. So now with 2 outs, runners will remain on other corners as Bethany Grand George, now the pitcher, started off at third. Came in the top of the 3rd inning to do some pitching. Pitch on the way from Bass, and heads up everybody and get back behind us. 0-1 to her onto the foul ball. Oh, 1 now to Grand George. Right back in she goes. Bass ready to go. Runners at first and third. Up high outside. It's now 1-1. So with a 1-1 count, right back in goes Grand George. Right back up the middle here, and that'll be 1 run coming in here. And then moving over to third, here comes the throw in, and she'll be safe getting into third, and a good job there by Grand George moving on over to third, or to second, so she'll get to single, move over to second. Barr moves over to third, the run comes in to make it 6-3 ball game. So Strury comes into the ball game now here with 2 outs. And it's now 6-3 Lady Bearcats. Flanagan going to go out there and run once again here for Bethany Grand George over at second now. Here comes Strury to the plate. She's 0 for 1 with a base on balls for 2 times up. And with 2 outs, runners now at second and third for Lady Bearcats. First pitch, low, ball 1. That's pitch number 90 here for Bass so far through her 3 2/3. Here's the pitch on the way. High outside, 2-0. Count. Strury. Right back ready to go. That's a foul ball. Heads up over there, Quinn in the batter's box. 2-1. So Strury goes right back in here. Quinn on deck. 2 outs. Runners in scoring position at 2nd and 3rd here for Lady Bearcats. That's going to get away from the bell. And run comes in here onto the wild pitch. Moving over to 3rd here. As it's now a 3-1 count. Now runner over at 3rd. Another run comes in to now make it 7-3. That one's going to be a fly ball out into a foul ground, and it will be a 2-2 count. Here at the plate here to Strury. Count will be full now, 3-2 count. So 7-3 ball game now. And Strury steps right back in here, full count to her. Lavelle taking her time, getting a sign out there to Bass. Now has what they like. So full count once again here as Bass ready to bring it. Pitch on the way. Heads up, foul ball. Full count remains. So still the full count, 3-2. Strury right back in here, starting pitcher, now moved over to 3rd. 0 for 1 with the base on ball, scoring a run today. 0 for ball 4. That'll put runners on the corners. 3rd base on ball is given up here by Mass today. So runners will now be on the corners here for Lady Bearcats. Here comes Quinn to the plate. She's 1 for 2. Her 2 times at the plate today. Had a double her last time up. Have to go against Bass here. See if she can add to this lead here. 2 outs in this inning. That's going to be a little run out, and it's going to get into a shallow right field, and it will get down. Flanagan comes down to score, and it will be Strury moving over to 3rd on the single by Quinn. 3rd hit of the inning brings in another run. It's Quinn now over at 1st. Still only 2 outs. 8-3 ball game now. Runners will be on the corners. That's in there for a strike call here to Roberts. Stands in here against Bass. 0-1 to her. Trying to get her there. She's safe at home as they try to throw down to 2nd. And coming in to score is Strury. And that will now make it a 9-3 ball game as Quinn will have a 0-1, or Roberts will have a 0-1 count to her. Quinn stays over at 1st. The runner comes in from 3rd here on throwdown, and they try to get her back at home, coming back in and not in time on the throw. 0-1 to Roberts. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, 0-2. So an 0-2 count, Roberts. Steps right back in here, trying to move Quinn off of 1st. Bass trying to get out of this inning. Up on the inside, can't get the call, 1-2. Pitch number 100 for Bass right there. Roberts steps right back in here, ready to go. 1-2 count to her. Bass bringing it. And that's going to hit her on the foot. So now runners at 1st and 2nd. Still only 2 outs. There's a couple more runs will come in here now to make it 9-3 ball game as Coach Mason going to make a change here. And so we're going to have some changes out here into the field. So coming in here to pitch now is going to be Jones, number 7. Taylor Jones will come in here to be the new pitcher. And we'll see where Coach puts everybody out here in the field. So Jones will be the new pitcher, so we'll shut down the book here as a couple more runs have come in here. It'll be the 9th hitter to the plate. Peltzel will come up to the plate. She's 0 for 2 today, but she'll have runners at first and second for the Lady Bearcats as they lead it now 9-3. As a new pitcher comes in here is going to be Taylor Jones. She'll move over from the shortstop position. Let's see how Coach moves everybody around here. Taylor Jones come in here, now ready to go. It's a good warm-up tosses. Jones will come in. Bass will now go over to, it's like first base, I do believe. So Harley will now move to second. Snell. Short. And now will be Jones at the plate here. Ball 1 to Peltzel at the plate. 1-0 to her, new pitcher. Now 1-1. With a 1-1 count. That one's going to get fouled away. It'll be 1-2. So with a 1-2 count to her. Jones trying to get that third out here. Peltzel trying to continue the inning. And that one got away. One of those ones I have to say that I don't know if I've seen one of those before. So with a 1-2 count, Peltzel right back in. That's going to be a runner right there to the shortstop. Coming up, throwing, and off of the glove there. She's safe on a low dig. Doesn't come up with it at first base on the low throw. That's Snell over there with the throw. And it just comes out of the glove of the first baseman, Bass. And now everybody's safe. And we'll get bases full. And Tuttle will come back to the plate here. And ball 1 to her. So trying to place a mat on here with 2 outs as Tuttle comes around here as the leadoff hitter. And that was going to be a foul ball. It'll be a 1-1 count to her now. It's fouled away here to the right side. So bases full for Lady Bearcats. Thought I had that one on. I guess I didn't. There we go. Now it's on. So the bases full here for Lady Bearcats. 1-1 is the count here at the plate. Tuttle started off the inning. Now on 1-1 here with 2 outs. Jones, the new pitcher. Low on the inside, and it'll be a 2-1 count to her. So 2-1 here to Tuttle. And Jones trying to get her team out of this inning, and that's up outside, 3-1. No place to put her out there. Definitely don't want to walk her. For Lady Dragons, and walk in another run here. Tuttle 0 for 1 hit by a pitch. Stole a base, scored a run. Her 2 times at the plate today, now 3-1. That's going to go to the right side, and it will get down and out of play. Long strike to make the count full, 3-2. Gave that one a good ride, did Tuttle down the right side, but it hooks foul. So 2-2 now the count, still 2 outs. On the foul ball, 2-2 the count here to Tuttle. 10th hitter at the plate. That's in there for ball 3, running the count full, 3-2. All right, the payoff pitch on the way here now from Jones. Trying to get her team out of this inning. Bases full of Lady Bearcats here, and Tuttle trying to continue. That's going to be a soft blooper there at the second and making the play there at the second for the third out. So that's the third out there as they bring a 10 to the plate here. The damage done, though, as they bring in another couple runs to make it a 9-3 ball game. And we will go to the fifth inning coming up for the Lady Dragons. It will be Bass, Harley, and Snell. When we come back, it is your area game of the week, area game of the day here on NetSN.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
There's never been a better time to give yourself a great night's sleep than now with Blake Furniture's mattress clearance sale. For a limited time, choose any of our luxurious Serenity Sleep complete sets and pay only the price of a mattress. You heard right, buy a Serenity Sleep mattress and get the box spring absolutely free. Combine our already low prices with this offer, and you won't find a better deal in East Texas on a quality set of bedding. With Blake Furniture's fast delivery and easy in-store financing, you can't afford to miss another great night's rest with Serenity Sleep bedding.
Alrighty, folks, we're back here ready to go to the fifth inning, and the Lady Dragons need some base runners here as they trail it down 9-3 in the top of the fifth. They have 3 runs on 6 hits. They've left 5, 1 error on the ball game. It is 9 runs, 6 hits, 5 left, and no errors for, make that 1 error for the Lady Bearcats here today as well. So it is Grand George in the circle, came in the top of the third, and she will now face Bass. Bass has reached on 2 base on balls for 2 times at the plate today. Here's the pitch to her. That's in there for a call. Steerack 1. 0-1 to her. 26 pitches, 4 strikeouts. Only 2 hits given up here by Grand George. Swing and a miss now. It's a 0-2 here to Bass. So Bass standing right in here, trying to get on for Harley on deck for Lady Dragons. 0-2 to her. Beckville bringing it. Call. Steerack 3 for the strikeout. That's out number 1. Strikeout number 5 here. For Grand George, coming to the plate will be Harley. 0 for 1 in the base on balls. Her 2 times at the plate today. Standing up here now, ready to go against Grand George. And she came up as the first hitter to go against Grand George there and struck out back in the third. Here's the pitch to her. Low for ball 1. One over to Harley. High fly ball here, going to be onto the infield. Second baseman coming up here. Third baseman coming up here. Strury coming in here. It was a high fly ball there. I thought maybe right there for the pitcher, but nobody able to get it. Strury comes strolling in there, not able to come up with it. And it's an infield single here for the Lady Dragons as they get another hit here and put a runner on. Hitting all kinds of base runners here, trailing in 9-3 Lady Dragons. Coming to the plate will be Snell. Reached on the fielder's choice and a base on balls for 2 times up. We'll now have a runner over at first. And Grand George ready to bring the pitch. It's going to be off the end of the bat into shallow right field. Second baseman Martin over there to make the play. Out number 2. So here comes Lawson to the plate. 1 for 2 at the plate today. As the freshman will stand up here. 2 outs. Runner on first. Top of the 5th here in this district matchup for the district title. Lawson in ready to go. Swing and a miss. 0-1 to her. Jones will be on deck here if Lawson can get on. So Corey Lawson right back in. 0-1 to her. That's going to be fouled off, and it's 0-2. Good pitching here from Grand George. Since she's been in the game, she's only given up a couple of hits. 5 strikeouts so far. 3 hits, actually, since she's been in here. And swing and a miss there. Gets the strikeout for out number 3 here. So 2 strikeouts here into that inning for Grand George. We'll end it. And we will go to the bottom half of the 5th inning. It will be Mountainson, Barr, and Grand George. When we come back, it is your NetSN area game of the day here on NetSN.
For Matthews Realty, going above and beyond is what's expected. This is agency owner Colin Matthews. Our team of seasoned real estate professionals believe in giving their clients an advantage in any real estate transaction. Matthews Realty has a reputation of highly personalized service. Matter of fact, it's our #1 priority. From commercial and residential properties, poultry farms to beach rentals, our team works hard so you don't have to.
Call Matthews Realty 598-7800 or see their complete listings at matthewsrealty.com.
Center Motor Company. From whatever angle you look at it, you see Ford. Ford trucks, SUVs like the Bronco, and iconic cars like the Mustang. A legacy managed by Kevin Jones and created by Ray Jones. Center Motor Company on Hurst Street in Center.
Alrighty, folks, we're back here ready to go to the bottom half of the 5th inning, coming up for the Lady Bearcats here. And they have a 9-3 lead right now here as we go to the bottom of the 5th, as it will be Maritson, Barr, and Emily Grand George, the first 3 up here against the new pitcher, Taylor Jones, into the circle.
Now batting, number 25, Caitlin Maritson.
So that's still Jaylee Jones over there. All right, so here we go, ready to go to the 6th inning, or the bottom of the 5th inning, I should say, as Maritson stands in here ready to go. First at the plate, 1 for 2 at the plate today. So bottom of the 5th inning is where we are here. Maritson stands in here ready to go against Jones. First pitch high outside, ball 1 to her. Only 10 pitches there to get that final out, but had to really work. Did Jones into that relief there into the 4th. That's in there for a strike. 1-1. See if she can make quick work of the Lady Bearcats here into the bottom half of the 5th inning. The Lady Bearcats going to look to play a little add-on, see if they can knock the Dragons out of this one. Outside, 2-1. But I have a feeling we're going to go all 7 with this one. Pitch on the way, up high outside. It'll go 3-1 now. As Maritson playing great at second base, made some great plays out in the field. Scored a run. Oh, that's going to be a called strike on the inside corner, and he has called that one pretty regularly here for both teams, running the count full. Maritson. Now the full count. Steps back in here, ready to go. Jones maybe looks to see if she can make that same pitch. That's going to run down the third base line. Watch out, Coach Grand George. Stepping out of the way, stays 3-2. Full count. Maritson right in. That's going to be a shot. And, oh, just over the hands of the second baseman out there and out into our right center field second baseman. Made a nice stretch out there. Not able to get right there to it. That's Snell over at second. And Marston's going to end up at second on the double to lead off here. So no outs and a runner now over at second here for the Bearcats. The runner scoring position here. That's going to be strike 1 here to Barr at the plate. Oh, 1 to Barr. Emily Grand George on the deck. Fouling that back to the screen, 0-2. So with an 0-2 count, no outs. Barr's got a runner over in scoring position over at second. And 0-2 to Barr. Ass up high from Jones, making it a 1-2 count. Barr not wasting any time, steps right back in. Here's the pitch. Catching the outside edge for strike 3, and that's out number 1. First strikeout here for Jones. 1 out. So that will bring Emily Grand George to the plate. She's 0 for 2 and reaching on an error. Her 3 times at the plate has scored a run here for Lady Bearcats. Here's the pitch. Steer call from Jones, and Jones finding her spot, it looks like here. And she's going to try to do everything she can to keep that runner at bay over at second and get out of this inning here without any damage. See if the Lady Dragons get those bats working in the 6th. Here's the 0-1 to Grand George, and that's going to catch her on the elbow. So now runners at first and second here for the Lady Bearcats. Are looking to play a little add-on here, leading at 9-3 in the 6th inning. So here comes Bethany Grand George to the plate. She's 2 for 2 with a hit by a pitch, scoring a couple of runs as Flanagan comes in here as her pinch runner. So she'll come to the plate here with runners at first and second now. 1 out. We'll get a timeout here. Looks like we got some foul balls coming back in here finally as Coach Touchstone over there looking for a couple things over there. I guess the timeout was for naught. Okay. All right, so a lot of discussion down that line there, but nothing ready to go here. So umpire says, let's play ball. Thought maybe they were going to bring in a couple foul balls from that far side, but none coming in here. Okay, so here we go. Bethany Grant George steps back into the plate. Looking for her first pitch. She's got runners at first and second here. Jones delivers high outside, ball 1. Good job by Lovell. Can't let those get behind her here as the Vanders give the opportunity for the runners to advance. 1-0 to Grand George. That's going to be a runner there at the second. They'll get her 4-3. Out number 2, but the runners do move up to second and third here, so 2 outs. So now runners in scoring position at second and third. 2 outs. Come to the plate. Strury to the plate. She's 0 for 1 and has 2 base and balls behind that. Runners in scoring position second and third for. That's in there for a strike here from Jones. So 0-1 to Strury. Stands right in here with runners in scoring position at second and third. High fly ball here onto the infield. Snell going to come underneath it, and she'll make the play at second for the third out. Good job there, needed there by Snell. So they do get the 1 hit. They leave 2 on. No runs come in, and we will go to the 6th inning, and the Lady Dragons need some base runners. Jones, Chambers, and Harvey come to the plate when we come back on your NetSN area game of the day.
Portacool, with over 30 years phone. Portacool, peak cooling, intelligent control.
At Hope Community Medicine, they believe that more than medicine is needed when providing quality care for their patients. With locations throughout East Texas, the vision is to give hope to those who seek a better life by caring for their body, mind, and soul, and not about their ability to pay. Through the network of staff and locations, Hope seeks to be primary provider of medical, dental, and behavioral health. Because the difference that Hope makes is the difference between night and day. Hope Community Health. Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with Best of Nacogdoches and Best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters.
Alrighty, we're back here now, ready to go for the 6th inning. Jones steps in here, ready to go against Grand George here in the 6th inning. First pitch is low for ball number 1 here to Jones. Jones 0 for 2 at the plate today. 35 pitches, 6 strikeouts, 3 hits given up here by Grand George, and she came in into the 3rd. She's got a 1-0 count here to George at the plate. That one's going to be fouled off. It'll be a 1-1 count to her now. So 1-1. Jones, third baseman for Lady Dragons today, looking to get something started here. Chambers on the deck, Harvey in the hole here, first 3 against Grand George in the 6th. Pitch on the way. That's a shot. It's going to be a little runner. Struy coming up, going to make a good strong throw, 5-3 out to number 1. So with 1 out, Chambers comes to the plate now. 9-3 ball game. Chambers steps up here. 1 for 2 at the plate today. Had a single her last time up in the 4th. Grounded out to 3rd. Back in the 2nd. Her 2 times at the plate today. 1 out, nobody on. Facing Grand George for the 2nd time. Trying to slap bunt her way on. That's going to be strike 1 to her. 0-1. Dragons had that good first inning, but they've only brought 4 to the plate. 5 to the plate in the 2nd, 4 in the 3rd, 5 in the 4th, 4 in the 5th. Looking to get some more batters to the plate here in these late innings. That one's going to be popped up and out of play. Heads up, everybody. It's 0-2. So 1 out, nobody on. Chambers popping that one out of play. Harvey, center fielder, will be on deck. She's 2 for 2 today, and hoping that Chambers can get on. Harvey having a good chance at the plate today. Here's the pitch, and there slaps it down the 3rd base line, and there'll be a foul ball. Stays 0-2. Count. Called the foul ball, and that's make the 3rd strike, so that's out. Number 2. So that'll do it here for Chambers on to the foul ball outs. So without number 2. Too many foul balls there. And here comes Harvey to the plate. She's 2 for 2. Trying to lay down a nice bunt here. Struy coming on here. And, it's going to be a throw off the line. Turning the corners, Harvey headed over to 2nd. Here's this throw in, and Harvey's going to be in there. Nice job there by Harvey. Should get the infield hits, and we'll reach 2nd on the air. 2nd error of the ball game here by the Lady Bearcats, but that puts the runner over at 2nd base here now with 2 outs. Top of the order, here comes Jones to the plate. She's 1 for 2 with a sacrifice bunt. Hurt 3 times at the plate with 2 outs. Can't really sacrifice right here. It has a runner in scoring position in 2nd as the Lady Dragons trying to manufacture a run or 2 here. Call strike 1. Oh, 1 to her. As Jones stands right in here trying to move the runner off a 2nd. Nice job of Harvey getting there. She's got a 3 for 3 day. That's up high outside, 1-1. Dragons running out of outs here. Down to their last 4. Jones trying to continue this inning. A little 2-out rally here for the Dragons in the 6th. Pitch on the way here from Grand George. Swing and a miss. That's now 1-2. So the 1-2 count. Jones will go right back in here, and Grand George looking to finish off the inning. Here's the pitch. Fouling it away. Staying alive is Jones, the new pitcher here. She started off at short. Came in and is now pitching for Lady Dragons. I can tell you, like I said, this is going to determine the district title. If Beckville wins here, they win it here. If Shelbyville does, they are the same. But it could be a difference in the 2nd, 3rd, and even maybe 4th position here after this one's over today. That one's going to be a shot, and it'll be down. Oh, just foul for Jones as she gave it a ride there, and it just does go foul over the 3rd base bag. So it could end up being, if Shelbyville loses this one, it could be Beckville number 1, could be Timpson number 2, and it could be Shelbyville number 3, and then Joaquin could end up at number 4 after Joaquin's lost yesterday. That could be the way it goes down. All kinds of different ways for it to go. 1-2 to Jones now. That's up high, 2-2. As playoffs will start next week, I do believe, for softball. We got some baseball action coming up later this week. We'll tell you about that. Back to the screen, staying alive, 3-2. We're going to be on Thursday, make our first trip down to San Augustine for the season. Haven't had the chance to get down there too much, but we're going to go down to San Augustine on Thursday. West Sabine and San Augustine, big game down there. San Augustine trying to climb their way into the district run. And that's what we got now. 2-2 at the plate here. And now 3-2 to Jones. She's battling here. Here comes the 9th pitch at the at-bat here for Jones. Fighting hard here, trying to get that runner off a second. Here's full count, payoff pitch. Staying alive, just does get a piece of it. So 3-2. Lovell will be on deck here. Jones can get on. Second base is Harvey over there. Got a single, reached second on an error on the throw. So full count, 2 outs here to Jones. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Good pitch there by Grand George, and that's the third strikeout. That's the third out. As she gets the strikeout to number 7 on the afternoon here. And we will go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It will be Quinn, Roberts, and Peltzel come to the plate when we come back here on your NetSN, a game of the day.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
Your local bank is on the move with improvements to 2 locations. One on the World Wide Web. What used to be ShelbySavingsBank.com is now SSBTex.com, a more powerful and user-friendly website. And at the original Selma Street location, a new lobby to Your local bank is on the move with improvements to 2 locations. One on the World Wide Web. What used to be ShelbySavingsBank.com is now SSBTex.com, a more powerful and user-friendly website. And at the original Selma Street location, a new lobby to better serve you. Improvements to the corner of Shelbyville and Selma, and at the intersection of your device and the World Wide Web, it's SSB, same bank, new look.
Alrighty, folks, we'll be back here as we go to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Quinn comes to the plate. She's 2 for 3 at the plate today. A single, double, and strike out her 3 times up. Now face Taylor here. Jones. First pitch outside, ball 1 to Quinn. .28 pitches, 1 strikeout, no base on balls, and giving up just a 1 hit has Taylor. Here's that one's a roller there to a short, and goes 6-3 for out to number 1. So 1 quick out here for Jones at the plate, or Jones in the circle. Here comes Roberts to the plate. She's 0 for 2. She's been hit by a pitch. Her 3 times at the plate today, 1 out and nobody on. As she steps up here in the bottom of the 6th. Lavelle, Bass, and Harley will be the first 3 up in the top of the 7th. And last 3 outs there for Lady Dragons. They trail at 9-3. That's in there for a pitch. Steve Wright called. Pitch number 30 for Taylor Jones to see she came in that 5th inning. That's a little runner there back to the short. And it gets kicked off the shortstop. So shortstop not able to handle that one right there. So that'll put the runner on. Roberts will reach onto the air, and that's going to be a fly ball here and caught by the pitcher. Out number 2. Roberts is on the air. So there are 2 outs. Runner will be over at first. Second error of the ball game here by the Lady Dragons. That brings Tuttle to the plate. Tuttle 0 for 2, hit by a pitch, scoring a run. That's in there for a strike. 0-1 to her. So Tuttle right back in here with a runner over at first. That's a shot there, and it's going to be Snell picking up. Should be able to tag the bag in unassisted for the 3rd out. That'll do it here for the Lady Bearcats as they get no hits. Yep, no hits, and only one left, and only one left on. And we'll go to the 7th inning, and down to the final 3 outs here for the Lady Dragons. Lavelle, Bass, and Hardy coming to the plate when we come back here on NetSN.
Sparky D's Bargain Store. Who are we? We're an online auction store. You'll find us on Facebook only. We're located in Center, Texas. Check us out as we have auctions going on right now. It's Sparky D's Bargain Store, an online auction store that can save you lots of money. Go check out our page, bid on items you like, and save yourself a lot of money. It's Sparky D's Bargain Store, Facebook only, located in Center. At Sparky D's Bargain Store, we'll save you more.
Alrighty, folks, we're back here ready to go. Top of the 7th. Lavelle steps up to the plate. She is 1 for 3 at the plate today, facing Grand George, and that one's going to be down on the right side, left side, and it's going to be a long, long strike all the way out just to the left of the foul pole. Long strike, 0-1. Grand George came in the 3rd. She's thrown 52 pitches now. She's got 7 strikeouts. She's only given up the 4 hits so far here this afternoon. And that one's a long strike right there. And we'll get the camera right back off over here. And right back in, ready to go is Lavelle. So with an 0-1 count to her. That's in there for a strike. And it's now 0-2. Oh, 2 count to Lavelle. Here it comes. That's going to go right side. That'll get off the end of the bat. Foul ball. Lavelle up there battling. She's down 0-2 here. 0-2. Leadoff hitter in the 7th. 4 Lady Dragons needing base runners here. Grand George in. Came in into the 3rd. That was going to be off the end of the bat. Should be a shallow ball here, and a nice job there by Merrittson. Comes in and makes the play from second, and that's out number 1. Nice play there by the second baseman for Lady Bearcats. 1 out. All righty, coming to the plate now will be Bass. Bass, 0 for 1, reaching on base of balls twice today. 1 out, nobody on, steps up here. And 2 outs away from the district championship, Lady Bearcats of Beckville. Swing and a miss, a little behind to that one for Bass. As Grand George bringing some heat right there. Checking Coach Mason down the 3rd baseline. Steps right back in here, ready to go. 0-1 to her. Pitch on the way. Up high, 1-1. One count. Right back in, Bass goes. 1 out, nobody on. That's in under a strike call. 1-2. So Hardy will be on deck. She's 1 for 2 with a base on balls, her 3 times at the plate. And to see if Bass can get something started here. The 1-2 count to her, 1 out. It's a little runner right there, going to go out there towards short, and a nice job coming up there from short by Barr. And she'll make the play 6-3 for out number 2. So Lady Dragons down to their final out. And that will be Hardy coming to the plate. As I said, 1 for 2 with a base on balls for 3 times up. Stepping up here, 2 outs and nobody on. And Grand George looking to finish off this ball game and give her team the district title here today. As I said, pitch on the way. Foul ball here by Hardy. 0-1. As I said, it could end up, the way it stands here, it could end up Beckville, Timpson, and then Shelbyville, and then Joaquin, I believe, is going to be the 4 coming out of this District 22. I think that's the way it's going to go because of the split. I could be wrong, folks. I could be wrong. 0-1 to Harley. 0-2 to her now. So down to their final strike. Snell on deck here if Harley can get on. So Harley right back in here with an 0-2 count to her. Grand George delivers high, ball 1. Thought maybe she could get her to chase after that one, but not going after it there. So we'll go 1-2 now to Harley. Grand George with the pitch. Ooh, staying away from that one. Just a little bit high. Making it a 2-2 count. 2-2 to her. And Harley looking to get on here. 2-out rally for Lady Dragons. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss for the strikeouts. And that'll do it here. And we'll end it. It will be a 9-3 victory for the Lady Bearcats of Beckville as they will bring home the district title here today over the Shelbyville Lady Dragons. So congratulations to Beckville and the Lady Bearcats. They are your district champions here today. It is time for our Wiggins Farm postgame show. We'll get to that, folks. We'll get back here. We'll wrap this up for you as the Lady Bearcats win it today 9-3 over Shelbyville here in Beckville.
The Wiggins Farms postgame show also brings you Elite Hair Design. Find them on Foster Street. Carrie Wiggins and her staff use only elite products to turn out ladies with elite hair design.
Serving our communities for over a century, Farmers State Bank continues to meet the financial needs of East and Central Texas. With roots that run deep, Farmers State Bank serves as a source of financial strength to meet the needs of our neighbors. From a comprehensive range of financial products to individual service, we remain dedicated to being a true community bank. Farmers State Bank, improving lives and fulfilling dreams.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
Alrighty, folks, we're back here to wrap this up as Beckville Lady Bearcats gets the district championship here over Shelbyville. And going to give our Center Motor Company player of the game, going to give that to the pitcher, Bethany Grand Georgia. She came in the third and basically shut down the hitters for Shelbyville. They only got 4 hits when she came in there in the top of the third with no outs. So she came in, did a really good job. She had a good job at the plate today, too. So my Center Motor Company player of the game is Bethany Good George, or Grand George, of the Lady Bearcats here as they get to the district title here today over Shelbyville and the 22 class district region 3 district 22. That's what it is. All right, so our Center Motor Company player of the game, Bethany Grand George, as it was a 9 runs, 8 hits, 7 left on, and 2 errors there for, or 9 runs, 7 hits, 9 left, 2 errors for Beckville. It was 3 runs, 8 hits, 7 left on, and 2 errors for the Lady Dragons here today. That's our Center Motor Company player of the game was Emily. Make that Bethany Grand George. So we're going to hear from them, and then we'll come right back here and wrap this up here on our Wiggins Farm postgame show.
Center Motor Company. From whatever angle you look at it, you see Ford. Ford trucks, SUVs like the Bronco, and iconic cars like the Mustang. A legacy managed by Kevin Jones and created by Ray Jones. Center Motor Company on Hurst Street in Center.
Alrighty, folks, that's what Center Motor Company player of the game. We give that to Bethany Grand George here as we're getting ready to wrap it up here in Beckville. Congratulations to the Lady Bearcats. They will take the district title here today. And the way I think that it's going to go, folks, I could be wrong here, but I think it's going to be Beckville, and then it'll be Timpson because of the split with Shelbyville from what I understand, and then it may be Shelbyville and then Joaquin. That could be a difference there. I don't know for sure, but we've got a couple games left still to figure that out. Thursday will be at San Augustine, West Sabine, and San Augustine hook it up for some baseball action. Friday we'll take the day off, and then Saturday got a big basketball game there in Tyler as the Azalea Orthopedics All-Star game is going to be going on. So join us there on Saturday for that from Tyler, Texas. All right, that's going to wrap it up for me, folks. Thank you so much for joining us here today. Congratulations to the Beckville Lady Bearcats, district champs here today. Hope everyone has an awesome, blessed, and wonderful evening. God bless America. God bless our troops, and God bless each and every one of you. We're out of here, folks. Have an awesome and blessed night. Bye-bye, everybody.
Evans' three-point shot.
It's a powering shot, baby.
Takes it to the house. This has been a presentation of the Rough Rider broadcast team, brought to you by Watlington and Shires Productions.